Hello everybody students. Today I am going to teach you the English subject of 8th class. Okay. So from the English 4th lesson, that is science and technology is there. Yes, this is the September portion. So we are going to start the September portion from English. Okay. So 4th lesson science and technology is there from the page number 50. From the page number 50, science and technology, he has shown the pictures. Are you able to see the pictures here? See everybody, these are the pictures. Okay, so now everybody, now come to the point. He is asking the two questions here. What do you see in the picture? Can you tell me what you are able to see in the picture? Yes, one robot is seen here and one rocket is seen and the digital classes are seen which are provided in our school also. Yes. Now the fourth one is the astronauts climbing the moon or any other planet. Yes, got it. So these are the pictures. Okay. Why these persons are developing in this way? Why? Because the technology has developed. Yes, technology. Due to the development of the technology, we are able to see these kind of things. Yes. Now come to the point. Okay. Now related to the science and technology in English, one lesson is mentioned. The name of the lesson is the Fun They Had. Okay. Now in this generation, we are whatever we are providing. Okay. There it may be naturally or unnatural. So the fun what we are getting now today. Okay. This fun is different from the people who had got the fun before. Okay, so the fun they had, the lesson itself tells that whatever the people in the ancient period, okay, how they have got the fun. Got it? Now shall we start the lesson here? Next, one character is there. Okay, don't be confused in the pronunciation. The name of the character, the name of the girl is Margie. Okay, what is that? The name of the girl is Margie. Margie even wrote about it that night in her diary. Means she is trying to write one diary. What is written on the diary? On the page headed. See, in diary, when we are going to start the diary, we will mention the date and year. Yes or no? So on which day, on which date, on which year we are writing this diary. So the same way the girl has mentioned the date and the month and the year also. She wrote, today Tommy found a real book. She wrote one topic. Today Tommy, Tommy, Tommy found a real book. Okay. Now see, don't be confused. Exclamatory mark ending with the double inverted commas. Okay. Now, so one title given. Margie has given that given the title for that diary. What is that? Today Tommy found a real book. Tommy. Don't think that Tommy is a dog. This is the name of the boy. Okay. Now see the textbook carefully, children. It was a very old book. Okay. This was the very old book. Margie's grandfather once said that when he was a little boy, his grandfather told him that there was a time when all stories were printed on paper. So Margie's grandfather's grandfather. Got the point, children? See, Margie's grandfather's grandfather. Okay. So Margie's grandfather, when he was a little boy, when Margie's grandfather was a little boy, his grandfather explained about the printed papers. Okay. Next, they turned the pages which were yellow and crinkly, and it was awfully funny to read words that stood instead of moving the way they were supported to on a screen. You know. And then when they turned back to the page before, it had the same words on it that it had when they read the first time. In this sentence, HAD is repeated for the two times. Nothing. From this paragraph, Margie is explaining that the grandfathers, when he was small kid, his grandfather explained about the papers how they had. Okay, it was the yellowish and the crinkled, means folded. The paper which get the foldings. Okay, that is called the crinkly. Okay, crinkly, CRINKLY. Crinkly is nothing but getting the folds. FOLDS, getting the folds to the paper. So this type of papers are seen in the book or a diary. C said Tommy. Sorry, not C. This is a G. Said Tommy. The other boy also came here. Yes, said Tommy. what a waste. What a waste. Tommy is telling them what a waste. Now we are getting the freshly papers prepared with good printed handwritings. But nonetheless, this kind of papers are not seen. That's why the boy is telling that it was very worst. When you have thorough with the book, you just throw it away. After reading the book, you just throw the book away. I guess our television now latest thing about technology, science and technology we are talking now. So now nowadays we are using the technology. So the boy is telling that to throw the book away. We will use the television screen. Okay, it contains our television screen have a million books on it and it's good for plenty more. Okay, I would throw it away. Next, same with mine, said Margie. Whatever you are telling Tommy, it is same with mine. She was 11, had not seen as many books as Tommy had. He was 13. Okay, the age difference is more. So she was. Who is that? Margie was 11 years old and the Tommy was 13 years old. So 2 years difference. So as many books Tommy has seen, Margie has didn't see. Okay, she said, where did you find it? In my house. He pointed without looking because he was busy reading in the attic. ATTIC meaning is given my here in the textbook. ATTIC. Attic is nothing but attic. A space just below the roof used as a storeroom. Below a space below the roof in our homes we will have the roofs. Okay, below that this is used as a storeroom. Okay, next. What is about? What is about? Okay, it is about the school. Margie was scornful school. Okay, scornful. Margie was scornful. Scornful is nothing but completely contemptuous. Think something is worthless. Means it is a worthless. The book which contains about the school means it is a worthless, useless. Okay, who is telling? Margie. School. That's what's there to write about school. What is there about writing about the school? I hate school. Why? Because there is nothing to write. Why? Because I will hate the school. That's why there is nothing to explain about the school here. Margie always hated school, but now she hated it more than ever. The mechanical teacher had been giving her test after test, geography, and she had been doing worse and worse until her mother had shaken her head sorrowfully and sent for the country inspector. Okay, she is hating the books and for the school. Okay, that is given in this paragraph. He was a round little man with a, so her mother was taken him to the country inspector. That person, who is that person? The inspector. He was a round little man with a red face and a whole box of tools with dice and wires. You know, nowadays all the policemen, how they are wearing? They are wearing the police dress. Then afterwards they are having their cell phones, controlling mobile phones, and they are carrying the earphones. All total body is covered with the wires or something else. Okay. He smiled at Margie and gave her an apple. Why? Because Margie is a 11-year girl. Okay, when this mother took her to the inspector, that inspector gave a smile and handed over an apple to the Margie. Then took the teacher apart. Margie had hope he would not know how to put it together again, but he knew. After an hour or so, there it was again, large and black and ugly with a big screen on which all the lessons were shown and the questions were asked. Okay, so there also a big screen is seen where all the questions and answers are asked. Okay, so not like the seeing the book and reading. Next, the part Margie hated most was the slat where she had to put homework and test paper. She always had to write them out in a punch code. They made her learn when she was 6 years old, and mechanical teacher calculated the marks in no time. Next paragraph. The inspector had smiled and patted Margie's head after he had finished. Okay, after he had finished, the policeman has patted Margie's head. He said to her mother, why? Because mother has taken to the police. Yes, no, the policeman is telling to her mother, It's not the little girl's fault. Okay, the girl is waiting for the school. That is not the girl's fault. Mrs. Jones, I think the geography sector was greater a little too quickly. Okay, I think the geography sector was gained. So it has developed. Geography sector has developed. So it was not her fault. Okay, the geography sector has developed. It was geography's fault. Those things have happened. Those things happened something. I have slowed it up to an average 10 years level. Actually, the overall pattern of her progress is quite satisfactory. In this generation, her progress was satisfactory, and he patted Margie's head again. Again, the Margie's head. He was patted. Okay, Margie was disappointed. She was so upset. She had been hoping they would take the teacher away altogether. Okay. So she was upset because she thought that they might have taken the teacher away altogether. They had taken Tommy's teacher away from nearly a month because the history sector had blanked out completely. So she said to Tommy, "Why would anyone write about school?" She said to Tommy, "Why should anyone write about school only? Why they cannot take the other topic?" Tommy looked at her with very superior eyes. Okay, because it is not our kind of school, stupid. This is the old kind of school. See here, the Tommy is explaining for the Margie that it is not our type of school. Why? Because in this generation you are not liking the school and the teachers in the school. But it is not like our school. It is about the ancient teachers. Got the point here? Now, Tommy looked at her with very superior eyes because it is not our kind of school, stupid. This is the old kind of school that they had hundreds and hundreds of years ago. There was a schools, no? There were schools. We are talking about the school. He added loftily, pronouncing the word carefully, centuries ago. Means it was we are talking about the centuries ago schools. Okay, next. Margie was hurt. Well, I don't know what kind of school they had all that time ago. At that time, which type of schools we had, I don't know. She read the books over his shoulder for a while, then said, "Anyway, they had a teacher." Anyway, they had a teacher. However, we have the teacher, no? In this generation, in the same way, they too, in the olden days, they too, in the ancient period, they too have a teachers. Okay, now sure they had a teacher, but it wasn't a regular teacher. It was a man. They don't have any regular teacher. Okay, they will have a teacher, but they are not a regular teacher. It was a man. A man. How could a man be a teacher? How could a man be a teacher? Well, he just told the boys and girls things and gave them homework and asked them questions. Okay, just what the teacher has done in the olden days. He just told the boys and girls things and gave them homework and asked them questions. Okay, he will tell something about the topic, and they used to give the homework at the home. Well, he just next point. A man isn't smart enough. Okay, a man isn't smart enough for teaching. Sure, he is. Yes, sure, he is smart enough. My father knows as much as my teacher. Means you are telling that a man is enough. So why can't my father be a teacher? Okay, he knows almost as much. I betcha is nothing but I am sure my father can teach me more than the teacher. Margie wasn't prepared to dispute that. Means Margie was not agreeing with that. She said, I would not want a strange man in my house to teach me. Okay, she don't want a strange man but teaching her. Tommy screamed with a laughter. Scream is nothing but loud cry. Tommy gave a loud cry. By laughing only he is giving a loud cry. You don't know much, Margie. The teacher did not live in the house. You don't know Margie. The teacher will be in the schools only, not in the houses for the teaching. They had a special building. Yes, however the school has no. In the same way, they too have a special building, and all the kinds went there. All the kinds is nothing but they used to teach all the subjects there itself. Okay. Next, and all the kinds learn the same thing. Sure, if they were the same age. Okay, all the children will learn the same thing if they are in the same age. They okay. Next, but my mother says a teacher has to be adjusted to fit the mind of every boy and girl it teaches, and that each kind has to be taught differently. Okay. So the teacher's duty is to fit the topic in the mind of the students of the same age, boys and girls. Okay, just the same. They did not do with that way. If you don't like it, you don't have to read the books. If you don't like this kind of things, you don't have reading the books. I did not say I did not like it. I did not say that I don't like it. Okay, Margie said quickly. She wanted to read about those funny schools. She wanted to know about those funny schools of ancient periods. They weren't even half finished where Margie's mother called Margie school. Okay, they did not finish reading the books even half also. But here Margie's mother started shouting, Margie school. Margie looked up, not at mama. Not at mama means she don't want to go to the school. That's why she said not at mama. Now said Mrs. Jones. Mrs. Jones, here characters came. Mrs. Jones is nothing but the mother of Murray. Okay, and it's probably time for Tommy too. For not only for the Margie, here the time is approached to go to the school, but Tommy also. Margie said to Tommy, "Can I read the books some more with you after school?" Maybe, he said nonchalantly. He walked away, whistling the dusty old book tucked beneath his arms. Means after coming from the school, will us both combine and read the books. Margie went into the school room. Okay, what she has done? Margie went into the school room. He walked away, whistling the dusty old books tucked beneath his arms. Margie went into the school room. What happened then? It was right next to her bedroom, and the mechanical teacher was on and waiting for her. So, mechanical teacher is on the screen, I think so. It was always on at the same time every day except Saturday and Sunday, because her mother said little girls learn better if they learn at regular hours. So, her mother's advice is that the girls should get the better timing for learning the subject in regular hours. The screen was lit up and it said, "Today's arithmetic lesson is on the addition of a proper fraction. Please insert yesterday's homework in the proper slot." Means this girl is going to learn the topics, everything on the screen, means on the computer or screen it may. Okay. Now the arithmetic lesson has been started, and the arithmetic additions and fractions are going on, and the teacher is asking the yesterday's homework to slot in the computer. Okay, Margie did so with a shy. Okay, did so means she has done the homework with a side. She was thinking about the old school they had when her grandfather was a little boy. All the kinds from the whole neighborhood came laughing and shouting in the schoolyard, sitting together in the schoolroom, going homework together at the end of the day. They learned the same thing, so they could help one another with the homework and talk about it. So now she is going to love that school. She is going to love the school what they had in the ancient period. The grandfather had school, that kind of school. She is just imagination how they are doing the homework and how they are eating, having their breakfast or lunch in the school. Okay, whatever it may be. And the teachers were people here. Okay, in the ancient period, the teachers were the people. The mechanical teacher was flashing on the screen. When we add fraction 1 by 2 and 1 by 4, means the teacher is showing the questions 1 by 2 fraction between the 1 by 2 and the 1 by 4. Margie was thinking about how the kind must have loved it in the olden days. She was thinking about the fun they had. Means instead of seeing the computer or asking the questions asked by the teacher, she is imagining how the fun they had in the olden days. The people, how they had the fun in the olden days. Okay, so this is the lesson written by ISAAC. Asimov. Okay, Asimov. Written by the author of this lesson is the Isaac Asimov. Now let us discuss about the author here. Isaac Asimov was born in the year 1920 to 1992. Okay. So he was born in the year 1920 and expired in the year 1992. Okay, he was an American author best known for his science fiction. Means he is well known about. He is famous in science and technologies. He was a professor of biochemistry. Okay, children. He is the professor of biochemistry at Boston University. Boston University is there. So he is the lecturer, not a lecturer. He is a high position. High position means he is a professor in the biochemistry at Boston University. He is considered the master of science fiction also. Most of his work explains scientific concepts in a historical way. He worked as the president of AHA. He not only a lecturer, he worked as a president of American Humanist Association. Okay, American Humanist Association. He is the president of American Humanist Association. He earned a credit. Okay, he got the titles I think so. He got a credit on Star Trek, a movie on science fiction. Okay, next one. His famous works are, what he has done see here. His famous works are the Foundation series. What is that? The Foundation. Foundation. Foundation series. Okay, Foundation series. Next, the Robot series. Robot. R-O-B-O-T. Robot series. Okay. Next one is the Galactic Empire. Galactic. G-A-L-J-C-T-I-C. Galactic series. Sorry, Galactic Empire. E-M-P-I-R-E. Empire series. But so he was famous. His famous works were the Foundation series, the Robot series, the Galactic series. Okay, this is the biodata of the author Isaac Asimov. Now, children, we have ended our lesson. The fun they had. Okay, now your homework is for tomorrow. What is this? So, first of all, after the completion of the lesson, you should have to write the difficult words. Difficult words. Hard words. Okay, hard words. Hard words. Page number 55. Okay, so in the page number 55, glossary is there, Mama. Everybody are seeing the glossary. From the glossary, from first meaning to the last meaning, whatever the words are there, no, these all words you should have to write difficult words in your notebook. Understood all? So with this I am ending my class. Thank you.